Hello, 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 and hi. How are you today? If you're new here, my name is Sasha, and this is Serenity, where we talk about fabric and sewing and everything of that nature. And my name is Sasha, and I'm a fabric lover. I'm obsessed. Okay, so if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you never miss any of my videos. So I'm holding this dress in my hand. It is a maxi dress. One of my old maxi dress, as you can see right here, is some bleach stains from when I was probably cleaning or something. And I have a few spots on it from bleach, so it's kind of ruined. But it was kind of like a house dress because I never really finished it, as you can see right here. Hopefully you can see that. I never really finished it, and then I used white serger thread here, and it was kind of coming through on the other side. So I never hemmed it, wore it a few times, but I do love the fabric. I didn't want to have it. I didn't want to just throw it out. So I had it in my closet. Just hanged up there. I haven't worn it for like a couple of years now. But I thought I would take you guys along on a upcycle of this dress, because I've been really inspired by other people doing upcycle of their old clothes. So instead of just throwing stuff away, make it into something new. So I thought that would be a good thing. So I'm going to make it into this pattern right here. And I did make a shirt out of this that, like I said I would. So I did make this. So this is kind of like an updated video here. So I did make the shirt. Remember I was telling you, but guess what? It's a little bit too short for my liking. I would have to always wear something high waist in order to appreciate this top. And I feel like I want to do some adjustments to the pattern where I want to have this come up a little bit more, because it's showing my bra. When I put it on, you can see my bra right here, kinda. So I kind of want to bring this up a little bit more up into that right there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm sure I can figure it out. But it is a nice top. I love the fit and I love how it turned out. But I have sad news. I did not have enough to make a skirt like I wanted to. So I only got a top. And then even in the other fabrics too, I only had enough for the top because the sleeves kind of take a lot because they're really wide. It has to be really wide to be gathered up here. And I love how I did this technique right here. Um, right here. Right here in this seam. I love how I did that here and how it looks on the outside. So this is the inside and this is the outside. And I just love how I did that. I don't know if I was watching somebody or just, I think it just kind of came to me how to do that because I was like confused. Like, how am I going to attach this? I did not want a raw edge. Okay, do you see how the seam is just beautiful right there? I did not want like a raw edge, like just connecting. I didn't even read the pattern, to tell you the truth. I didn't read the pattern. The only thing I looked at the pattern for was how to put in the elastic, because if you have this pattern, McCall's, hold on, the number that's on there is the outside number, the display number. So it's 8174. So if you have McCall's 8174, I only checked it out for how to do, it's a fly in here, how to do the casing for the elastic. Like, how am I gonna do that? So it gives you a part where you fold over and you put the elastic in right here, and you fold it over, and then I just figured, well, it's fold over there, let me just flip it under. Anyway, it's hard to explain. Maybe when I'm doing that, I'll try to show you, because I kind of want this to kind of be like a little sew along. So what I'm gonna do for this fabric and that this top, I'm going to lengthen it probably about 8 inches. I measured how long I want it, so about 8 inches. I'm comfortable to fit any kind of jeans. So if I'm wearing high-waisted, I could probably tuck it in or wear it over it, or if I'm wearing a lower jeans or pants or whatever, or skirt, I can wear it out. But this is definitely a super crop top. It catches me literally right under my bust, because I think this it doesn't look like an empire waist, but it is an empire waist, because on the picture, sorry, and this is after I had cut it out and made it up. I realized that, you see right here where her boobs are, that's exactly where it gets me. So it is an empire waist kind of top. So if you just want a super crop top, this is perfect for that. But if you kind of want it to reach you along here, along the hips, above the, like where the waist is, then you are going to need to add some length if you're gonna make this out of a top, because the line drawings would look like it reaches you lower. So that was what I was looking at these. But yeah, I should have really looked at the picture. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, so I'm very pleased with the top. I just wanted it to be longer. I probably could add some more length to it, because I have a little bit more fabric that I would be enough. But then I was thinking, I don't want to, I already hemmed it. If I didn't hem it, then I would say, okay, let me do that. But I'll probably just only wear it with really high-waisted pants or skirts. But it is a cute top. I love the color that I chose in it. It just looks so nice, right? So I have a few more that I have to sew. I didn't do any sewing this week from my last video because I've been really busy. That's why you haven't seen me here. But they're all cut out. I did cut out every last video, and hopefully I have some time in the next couple of days. Today's Thursday, so I might not have a Friday sews. I might come on for a Saturday sews or Sunday. But let's get in and cut up this dress. Let's go. Okay, so sorry for the shakiness. My finger. All right, so I have the dress all laid out here. You can see the bleach spots where I think some splashed up on me. Try to focus. Okay, there we go. So there are the bleach spots. So I have the pattern here. This is the front. No, this is the back piece. And this is the front piece. So I'm not going to do the adjustments I was telling you about right now. I'm going to do it later. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the sleeves first. So I'm just going to put it all the way down here at the hem. And I find that cutting out the sleeves first gives me more, makes more sense when it came to like, dealing with the fabric. I'm just put you on the tripod because, yes, because it made more sense to cut the sleeves out first in the pattern. Because if I had cut out the sleeves first in that other top I just showed you, I would have had more, it would have been better. I think I would have more fabric to play around with. So I have the whole top of the dress to do the front and the back, which is more than enough because they're going to be cut on the folds. Alright, so let's get to it. And I'm just cutting a size small since these fabrics are super stretchy. The size small is perfect for me. And this is how I cut my pattern the lazy way. If you do not have a good eye, I do not suggest you do this. Or, you know, because you have to really follow the lines. But I do this all the time. I've been doing this for years. Because I've been having to make stuff like in a real crunch time. So you see? So I'm pretty good at this. I've been doing it for a while, so I kind of got it down pat by now. But if don't try this at home, okay? I do not recommend this. You might accidentally either cut too much or cut the wrong size. But you can try it if you want to, of course. Okay. Okay. Alright, sleeves all cut out, and I just marked the front of my sleeve because I just mark one side. I don't mark all the sides. Okay. And there we have the sleeve. Still have a bleach spot, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's an old top, but nobody's really gonna notice that. I barely even noticed it until I cut it out. Okay, so now we have the top of the dress. At the top of the dress here, so I'm just gonna cut off these loose pieces. Maybe I could use them for another project or something. And this is so fun. Like, I did not want to get rid of this dress. I wore it a few times, but the bleach stains and me not finishing it kind of what made me wearing it. I didn't want to finish it, and the bleach stains just kind of added to it being old. So yeah, so I'm just cutting the side seams off. Well, do I need to cut the other side? I'll just cut the shoulder seam. Yeah, I kind of made this in a rush when I made it. Alright, so I'm just gonna line up these ribs. Try to get them as lined up as I possibly can. Let's hope it's wide enough. I mean, it should be. It's a little bit off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna scoot it over. It's not that big of a deal. Or maybe I'll put this on this side. It's not that big of a deal because, yeah. Okay, I'll just put it down here at the bottom. You know, just make it work because this fabric is super stretchy. So if I take off a half an inch, it wouldn't really even matter. Yeah, okay. It's better on this side. Alright, so I don't have to take off anything. Okay. But it's not going to give me my 8 inches down, but it's going to give me something because I almost cut it on. I almost cut it on the small as a crop top. Almost messed up, guys. Okay, and this is the back. So there you have it. This is the back. And we did add some length, as you can see. It's the top, so I added about maybe 1, 2, 3 inches. I needed some more, but 3 inches would be good. It won't be as short as that. It would probably catch me probably to my belly button. All right, that's that. Now the other side. So I'm gonna measure this from the armhole and see how long it needs to be. Okay, and there you have it. This is the front. So I did cut this a little bit wider, a size up right here. Because of what I told you from the other earlier in the video. Okay, so this is all the scraps I have left. Maybe enough to do something, I don't know. But I'm gonna put it in my scrap pile and let's. Okay, so I have my elastic here. I just cut off this much. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need. So first thing you want to do is to serge the edges of the sleeve, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I don't know where I could put you. The thing I did was serge the edges of this sleeve where I'm gonna put the elastic. Okay, so now I am going to create the casing for the elastic. Trying to figure out the right or wrong side. I think this is the right side here. So what I'm gonna do is just, you can see that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach the elastic right here. Just do a little stitch. Wait, hold on. Let me figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so we want this to fold over like this, right? We want to make sure it's nice and tight in there. So what I'm gonna do is just come across here like this. Let me turn on my machine. just to get that elastic in there. So I'm not sewing on the elastic, so I'm just gonna, oh, didn't get it. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, right here. Alright, so now let's turn this way, put the foot down. So now I'm able to pull the elastic, and I'm also pulling the fabric. So I'm pulling the elastic how much I want it to go, and I'm just folding over this. I hope you're seeing this. Folding over and just sewing. And you have to do this slowly because it gets tricky. It gets tricky. And when you're stretching, it's better because it makes it, when you're done, fit in there more nicely. So you see, it's already trying to gather. It's already trying to gather. Look at that. Really pretty. So I do this. We have this little curve right here. Put down the presser foot and just kind of play with that a little bit. This is like the most irritating part, but once it's done and you kind of just try to get it right in there, it turns out great. Just remember to pull. So we have to do our best not to sew the elastic. And you could also pin this beforehand to make it more better when you're sewing, so you're not struggling like I am. But I don't mind the struggle sometimes. If you don't mind the struggle, that's fine. So you see how it's looking. Like that. Okay, so when I'm done now, I'm gonna cut the thread. I'm gonna just pull. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just kind of gonna pull the elastic and gather it up to where I want it. So it's a little bit twist. It got a little bit twist, so let's untwist it. I'm so tired, you guys. Okay. Alright, so we got the casing. So you want to just pull. And this part is all up to you how gathered you want your near sleeve. So I kind of want mine to, I don't know if you can see that much gathered up. Yeah, like that is fine. Alright, so I'm gonna do the other side, and then what you're gonna do when you're done is just sew right here and tack it so it doesn't come apart. And also for this part, you want to serge the top part of the back and the front. So I'm going to do that now and come back, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach the sleeves to it. Okay, so I've serged my edges. Now we're going to take it to the machine. Can you see that? I don't know why I'm so zoomed in. I'm trying to zoom out. Okay, I guess that's how it goes. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Alright. Alright, so this is the front piece. Okay, so I'm gonna line up the front sleeve, the front of the sleeve to that part. Okay, so this is what I do. First, I'm going to fold this over this like this, right? You can't even see that. Okay. Okay. So first, I'm gonna take the front, line it up with the notches to make sure we're at the right spot, right? And then I'm gonna fold over. You see the seam allowance here? I'm gonna fold it over onto this piece here, and then I'm just gonna stitch the whole way. I'm gonna stitch the whole way, right? So we're just gonna match everything up, and then just stitch along this line here, the armhole. So my sleeve is a little bit wider or shorter. No, probably a little bit wider because I kind of messed up, but it's okay. It's knit, so it's gonna line up either way. So don't worry about that if that happens to you. It's stretched. That's one thing I love about knits, is that they're very forgiving. They're very forgiving. Okay, so let's cut that off. And as you can see, not the perfect stitch because, yeah, whatever. Okay, so see, I have stitched that there. Now I'm going to take it to the serger and serge it. Okay, so now I'm back and the edges are serged. And then what you're going to do is just flip this over and ta-da! Look at that. Wait. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. In case you missed it. Okay, so we're here, and we flip it over. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just look at this right here. So nice. I love that. And the outside, and this is what you get. And then we're just gonna stitch down. And in the other top, it was kind of too stretchy, so I added elastic in here. You can do that as well, but I just wanted to show you how I did that. And then you're just gonna stitch across. So I'm gonna put on the other sleeve, and that's just what I wanted to show you. So I'll probably just come back when everything is done. So this is what I just wanted to show you, how you do that, because it was hard for me to explain. But okay, let's go. Let's put on the other sleeve, and then same thing for the back sleeve. So I'm just gonna attach all the sleeves right now and come back. Okay, so I have put on the front and the back, but what I've decided to do was to leave it like this, just kind of fold it over, and not put a seam there. So I'm gonna see how that works out while I wear it. If it doesn't like look great, then I'll just come back and probably do that seam in there. But it's a little bit stretchy, but here it is in a nutshell. I'm thinking I might leave the hem like this. I think that's kind of cool. So I did it also for the sleeve. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like this. So if I leave it like that, I'm done. So I'm gonna try it on and come back on the screen here for you guys. Okay? So this is what the top looks like. I didn't hem the sleeves, so this is what I'm getting. I don't know, I feel like this could be probably a little bit tighter for my wrist. Even if I hemmed it up, it still a little bit like loose. For a size small, this is really big. Is it for knit garments? Let me see. And it is for knit garments. So yeah, there are some adjustments I feel like I would want to make to this. And I had cut it perfectly, and look, this is falling off. So that's why in this one I added elastic. This one is kind of okay. Maybe it's the elastic. Maybe I put too much elastic in there. Maybe. So maybe it's the elastic. Because I didn't use the measure. I did not use the probably the elastic guide that comes in this. I just okay. So I did not stitch, like I told you, I did not stitch it, but you see there's some kind of pulling in here. Maybe it's too much elastic. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe it's too much elastic. So yeah, it's not giving this. Even this one's a little bit too loose. But I only cut like this much elastic. That's probably like 13 inches of elastic, and so that would give me 6.5 on each side. So I don't know. I feel like the back pattern. So right now I'm doing a review. So I feel like the back. I feel like it's just too wide. I feel like it's just too wide. Even though this is a small and this is a knit fabric, it's fitting too much like a large medium. Maybe like a medium. And this fabric, I still have a lot of room. I still have a lot of room. So this is even giving too big. And it's on the small. So this has way too much ease. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. The only way I could think about fixing that is to add elastic in here and tighten that up. But I kind of liked it how it looked without that seam right there. But I guess I'm gonna have to put it in. And then this is what I was telling you about the bra. Like you cannot wear a bra with this. You cannot wear a bra with this. So I would prefer, or maybe the sleeve cap just needs to be bigger, more. I don't know. Any comments down below on how I could adjust this to make it fit more. I want it to be more over here. So is it a fact where I need this to come in to bring this in? I'm thinking that's what needs to happen. This needs to be over here, and then I won't have this gap in here. So if I take some off and bring it over, then that would kind of force the sleeve to come in some more over the shoulder. So I think that's what it is. I think, like I said, the front bodice and the back needs to be a little bit wider in the armhole, or deeper probably, and more inside. So I think I would have to go like this, like do something like that to the pattern, take out all this here, and then that would bring this in. So all this looseness in here would come in, and it would also bring this to here like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because if I do tuck all that in, it's perfect. Look at that, it's perfect already. and it covers the bra. Because, like, who wants it all the way over here? It's like my shoulders are not that wide. So if anybody else have this problem with this pattern, let me know. Or maybe it's just me. I don't think it's because I cut it the way how I cut it out, but because I found this in this as well, and that's why I added the elastic in there to just kind of pull it back in some. And I did tell you that I wanted to do some adjustments to this because it was still kind of too wide. Like, look, you see how that's just kind of, I want it more over. So either making the sleeve a little bit more cappy, because let's look at the sleeves. It's not that much cap in it. You know what I mean? It's not that much cap in it. It just looks like a regular sleeve. I don't think they had put a lot of effort into making it more do this. So I think it needs to be wider, and the bottom needs to come in a little bit more. Add the elastic in here so this one doesn't flip off. This is how it looks. So it's holding in just because I have the elastic in. It feels more secure on the back and the front. So I'm not sure even if the pattern calls for it. So if the pattern calls for it and I'm just not reading it correctly, maybe that's my fault. Let me see. But no, it doesn't say to put elastic. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't say. I don't see anywhere where there's a diagram that says to put elastic anywhere in the top. Yeah. So, yeah, so it doesn't say to add elastic across here, but as you can see with the elastic, it's so much better, and it does come in more, and this is more firm and stable. It's just that it is very cropped, but yeah. So if you have gotten to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. So I guess I'm gonna just probably add the elastic in that shirt so it's not a waste of my dress, but it's definitely not a waste. I'm just gonna add the elastic in there, and then it should be perfect, or at least like this. It won't be perfect because I need to take out this, and so this could just be in a little bit in more on its own. But I decided to fix it real quick because if I didn't finish it now, I was never gonna finish it. It would probably take another 5 years. Okay, so as I said, we're trying to break those bad habits of being lazy and just not want to do so. Just do it. If you're out there listening to this video right now, if your project is giving you a warm time or it didn't turn out the way how you want it, and it's just a simple fix to try to see if that could make it better, just do it. Just do it. Because I'm usually the type of person, oh, I need something like that. I just do it. Next. So I'm trying to break that habit because I'm going through my stuff and I'm finding jewels. I'm like, what's wrong with this? What did I need to do? Then I look at it, it's like, oh, you just needed to hem this, or you just needed to hem. And I'm like, really? I really just didn't do that? Seriously. And I'm laughing at myself, like, what is your problem? Anyway, so, okay, update on this. I love the length that I added. So I added about 3 inches. I showed you that in the video. And I absolutely love how it turned out now. I added some elastic in here, and it is just fitting so much better. As you can see, here is fine. It's how I want it. My bra is not showing, and right here is just perfect. So I think it's just about adding the right amount of elastic in here just to get it to hold. It's a little bit snug under my armpit, so I would like to bring the armpit down a little bit to probably like right here, about maybe an inch. or so, or an inch and a half maybe. So but definitely an inch. I want to go down in the armpits because it's just really up in there. I do have fat armpits, so maybe that's why this one's not so much as this one. So maybe it's just my armpits, okay. But for me, I think I am gonna go down a little bit in the armpits just because of my fat armpits, okay. So um I do love the pattern. I give it a thumbs up. You should try it out. So this was the only issue, and it is great. I thought it was the sleeve. So elastic is the issue. So if you don't have the right amount of elastic, it's just not gonna give you the look that you want. So try to make sure you have the right amount of elastic. So I didn't change the elastic in here. So the elastic in here is fine because I knew it was fine in here, and I thought I was gonna need it to add more to the sleeves. But then at the end of the day, remember, I knew I just needed to bring this in some more, and then that would pull everything kind of more up on my body, and that's what I did, and it's fitting perfect. I did, you guys, sometimes okay, it's not a big deal to me that I used red over here and orange over here. My bobbins, I did not have the right color bobbins, did not feel like finding the right color bobbin, okay. I have tons of right here. Sometimes it's just lazy, I just wanted to get it done real quick. But for my other projects, and because this was like an old fabric, I knew the fabric is still worn a little bit. I just wanted to make something new out of it to get some more wear out of it. But um I love how it turned out. The length is perfect. I thought I would need it to add more, but so 8 inches, I was gonna add 8 inches. So that would have been way too long. So 3 inches is good because I have a short torso. So 3 inches was good. Maybe 3.5 or 4 if I'm trying to do a 1 inch hem or a half an inch hem. So, and that's great. I loved how it turned out. And yeah. So thank you for watching. Um Again, I really like it. I'm really pleased. The back is fine as well. The back is fine. Hopefully you can see that. The back is fine. Yeah, the fit is perfect. It is perfect. So I just wanted to come back on here and say that. So, and I'll see you in the next video.